So, a few hours ago, we actually had AEW All In, and stay tuned. Let's find out who won and who lost. Alright, welcome back. It's me, Suka Kopi Peng. I'm finally back again on YouTube. I've been away for quite some time due to work and other commitments. So I thought, like, maybe, let's do some reviews every now and then. And let's kickstart with this AEW All In 2023, a historical night for AEW, as this is the first time and massive events, massive pay-per-view such as this actually being held outside of the States. And this is held at the historical stadium, Wembley in London. So, AEW start off with the 0 Hour, which is a 1 hour program before the actual AEW pay-per-view. So, in the 0 Hour, we have a new tag team, ROH tag team champion was crowned. And Better Than You Baby, which is a team of MJF and Adam Cole, defeated Aussie Open to win the titles. A bit disappointed. I believe that Aussie Open should have retained the title as they are actually a new champion for ROH. But well, let's see. Next up, we have Hook defeating Jack Perry to win the FTW title. I'm actually happy to see that AEW is treating the FTW title like a hardcore title, but hopefully we see this title is being challenged by other wrestlers as well, not just among selected few. The interesting thing about this match is that we see a shot was fired by Jack Perry. They were fighting on top of a stretched limousine when Jack Perry said to the camera, "Real glass, cry me a river." That is actually before Hook, fisherman suplex Jack onto the into the windscreen of the limo. And apparently, after the match or so, CM Punk and Jack Perry got into a scuffle, and Jack Perry got sent home. So more AEW drama. So post this match, AEW All In finally kicks off, and the first match of the night we get to see CM Punk versus Samoa Joe 3, or was it 3 or 4? I can't recall, but it's a long feud between both of them. The match itself was alright. CM Punk got busted open when Samoa Joe slammed him at the bottom of the announcer's table. CM Punk actually went through the table, hit first. So he got busted open, and CM Punk actually won the match with a top rope Pepsi plunge. Overall, the match quality, it was okay because by the 18th minute, you can see both participants actually exhausted. So maybe Tony Khan, you might want to think about getting someone else to win the ROH World Television title instead, because Samoa Joe just doesn't seem like the old Samoa Joe that we know. Anyway, moving on. Next up, disappointing as it seemed, but Bullet Club Gold and Takeshita actually beat the Golden Elite in the trios match. So Kenny was actually slowly being his best again. However, the same cannot be said with Kota Ibushi. So there's a lot of ring rust with Ibushi. Hopefully, he gets back to his form because he's a damn good wrestler. Seriously, it's fantastic. I would like to see more of the Golden Lovers. So and by the way, does anyone know if actually Tony has actually signed Ibushi? Because I don't think so. There's any announcement on that yet. Hopefully. And post this match, we finally get to FTR versus Young Bucks 3, and this is the match of the night. Definitely the best match of the night itself. So it's a wrestling clinic, lots of reversal, lots of move, lots of near pinfalls, and a surprise shatter machine that made FTR retain the titles. So congrats FTR, good match. And post that match, we have a very bloody match in the Stadium Stampede. It was ridiculous. You see broken glass, barbed wires, skewers, tables, ladders, you name it, they have it. John Moxley had a bunch of skewers sticking out of his head. So this is similar to what actually happened in New Japan Strong Independence Day event, where Jun Kansai skewered John Moxley with a bunch of skewers, and it was sticking out. It was ridiculous. It was fun. It was entertaining. So, moving on, we have the Fatal 4-Way for the World Women's title, in which, as predicted, Saraya actually won the Women's title. What's interesting is see this coming Wednesday if they're gonna address the fate of the what's that? Who is their faction? Yeah, the Outcasts. The fate of the Outcasts, because apparently Tony Storm and Saraya did not get on the same page in this match. So be interesting to see. Next up, we have Sting and Darby beating Swerve Strickland and Christian. Seriously, is Darby made of titanium, especially with all the bumps he's been taking? And there's one bump which he took in which he did a coffin drop from the rope onto a casket, okay, which is outside the ring. It's Swerve Strickland is supposed to be on the casket. Unfortunately, Swerve being Swerve, he swerved away. See what I did there? Swerve away. So he swerved away, and well, you have a human body smacking on a casket. You guys should go watch and hear the sound of the impact. Oh, disgusting. But yeah, congrats to Sting and Darby. Next up, we have the everyone was hoping to be match of the night. In Jericho versus Osprey. We all know Osprey is gonna win. It's his home turf. And seriously, I mean, Osprey won, beat Jericho. Match, however, well, Jericho was not the right opponent for Osprey. Osprey outpaced Jericho in a lot of ways. Moves, stamina, speed. So the match felt a bit off, to be honest. But anyway, congrats Osprey for the win. And this year itself, Osprey has beaten Omega, Okada, and now Jericho. So honestly, I think he is definitely in the top 5 of the best wrestlers in the world currently. And I actually can't wait for what they have in store for him at Wrestle Kingdom next year. So once the match is over, we have the trios title match between House of Black and the Acclaim with Badass Billy Gunn. And the results is that Badass Billy Gunn and the Acclaim won the trios title. Very deserving. They are actually one of the best trios team at the moment in AEW, and they finally got the titles. One thing I gotta point out that the tribute to the late Bray Wyatt, may he rest in peace, that's actually done by the House of Black when they walked in, was pure class. Good job AEW, that was fantastically done. So there's a lot to cover when it comes to AEW pay-per-views. Now, we then finally reach the end of the match. I mean the end of the show with the final match between MJF and Adam Cole. MJF retains surprisingly with a roll-up. However, the match is, to be honest, is very disappointing. Let me tell you why. Okay, the match is filled with really poor shenanigans from MJF wanting to having those guilty conscious moment they played on Dynamite, where he wanted to, a few times where he wanted to hit Adam Cole with a title, but decided no, it's not, and they hug it out. So those sort of things happen. Then you have disturbance from Roderick Strong, referee going down, Adam Cole doing the that sunset thingy on the ref. So seriously, it feels more like a main event for Dynamite instead of a main event in front of 81,000 plus fans. And honestly, the fans at Wembley deserve a better main event than actually what had transpired. So hopefully AEW will stop with all this like shenanigans nonsense. You know, you want to do that, it's fine. Do it on your TV shows, but please try not to overdo it, or better yet, don't do it at a pay-per-view event. Give us something good. Don't try to be like, WWE. Well, we've come to the end of the video. Overall, what do I think? Well, I think this is definitely not their best pay-per-view of the year. Partly it's largely due to the lack of build-up on most of the matches, so you're not fully invested in this pay-per-view, unlike like some of their other pay-per-view. Because most of the cuts are pretty much last minute. But one thing I'm still surprised is that there was no not say there was no the MGF did not call up CM Punk to settle the score on the whole dual world title fiasco, and that is not even addressed in this All In pay-per-view. So honestly, I have no idea what they have in store for us, but hopefully they get to resolve this whole thing soon. Alright, anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon, probably in the next pay-per-view, or who knows. Anyway, thank you guys. Cheers.